Greetings and salutations. All right, I think we finally crossed all of those T's and dotted those I's, regardless of the order that you think that particular idiom should go. Danny Roquet was indeed an exemplary help. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, I hadn't tried the have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in yet solution. Damn it. I mean, I knew I was missing something that, yeah, he got me. So let's launch into a song. When it first my dancer left me, it could have been a worse surprise. It made sunset a little bit gloomy, but we were off for sunrise. And the love bus doors flew open, sailing north on Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun. And I won't win them all over, but I'm nearing 500 tries. And we're sailing tonight down in Monterey, the Sterling Consolation Prize. And the love bus doors flew open, sailing north on Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun. And sometimes while we're naked on stage, your phone lights up your indifference from 3 feet away. So far away, so far away. Now my glass is not half empty, but it could be just a little bit wetter. See, sure means doing nothing, but doing something would be better. And the love bus doors flew open, sailing north on Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun. All right. Paul, hey, you doing? Let's scroll up through the chat. See who is here and talking. My mom, Pam, is here. Kelsey Blaine Gibson. Hello, Katie. Angelica Bolschweiler, Craig Jackman, Diana Nicole. Nick Davila and Christy Davila. Yeah, Karen Oliver says the love bus. Good memories. Good memories indeed. Yeah, some good memories, some the good, the bad, the ugly, the definitively hazy. There's a lot of love bus memories. Jesus. I was I notice I'm studying an Irish dialect, not well enough to do it yet for like recording, but I notice it's like slipping into my explicatives here and every now and then, like Jesus, it comes out. Yeah, scrolling up. Yeah, I'm logged into YouTube as Hunter and the Dirty Jacks. Yeah, Jason Allen, how you doing, man? Susan Kuhn. Svetlana's here. Hey. Svetlana usually just listens to the replays. Joe Warren, hello, love. Man, it is, yeah. Oh, Christy's saying so much snow on the mountains on the way home. Yeah, it is snowing its ass off up in Big Bear. Oh, man. Yeah, Karen, that's, yeah, there was some glorious trips riding up the Central Coast with the band. It feels like a pandemic ago. Oh man, David, feeling a bit crummy. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, glad to know you're testing negative for COVID so far, but I don't know, these days it's sort of like, as long as you're feeling crappy, keep testing negative until that day you test positive and don't assume otherwise in the meantime, because damn, there's a lot of, I don't know, I've just seen a lot of, anecdotally, I've seen a lot of false negatives. And I don't know where I got COVID, David, for that matter. Yeah, when I got COVID, I was up against an audiobook deadline, so I had been the hell inside and really completely secluded. The only things that I could put my finger on were the one time I went into Trader Joe's for about 5 minutes when I was wearing a mask, and I don't have any stories of like this guy behind me in line coughing on me. Nothing like that. Maybe I got it outdoors. Not impossible, but very unlikely. Or maybe I got it in the elevator at my condo complex. Not that I was in the elevator with anyone, but it could have been somebody with COVID was on it before me and coughed, and I got on and got it that way. I don't know. So, yeah, this is precisely why I believe in full disclosure of these sorts of things. Let's move on to let's go to a Jethro Tull song. So, this one, I don't remember what year this song is from. I think it's from the 70s. This song, man, I loved this song when I was a kid. It just sort of evoked all of those fantasy Lord of the Rings type. Oh God, I love that sound. Speaking of fantasy Lord of the Rings type things. This song by Jethro Tull is called Broadsword. I see a dark sail on the horizon, set under a black cloud that hides the sun. Bring me my broadsword and clear understanding. Bring me my cross of gold as a talisman. Get up to the roundhouse on the cliff top standing. Take women and children and bed them down. Bring me my broadsword and clear understanding. Bring me my cross of gold as a talisman. Blessed with a heart those who surround me. Bless the women and children who fill my hands. Put our backs to the north wind, holding fast by the river. Sweet memories to drive us home for the motherland. I see a dark sail on the horizon, set under a black cloud that hides the sun. Bring me my broadsword and clear understanding. Bring me my cross of gold as a talisman. Okay. Glance to the chat, and Craig Jackman there with the facts as always. According to Wikipedia, The Broadsword and the Beast is the 14th studio album by rock band Jethro Tull, released on April 10th, 1982. That really tracks because Ian Anderson, I don't know, I've never asked him this personally, but I feel like Ian Anderson always felt like he was a step and a half in talent above the rest of the crowd, and well deserved. Probably 20 IQ points above any of his musical contemporaries, and yet always somehow behind the curve. I mean, this is the guy that brought like flute to rock. I mean, mainstream rock. I think in his day, in the height of the Jethro Tull popularity, it probably would have been called alternative rock, but that wasn't a term yet at that point. Jethro Tull was the inventor of the automated seed press, as I recall. So, like Pink Floyd, not a person in the band, just sort of like a semi-obscure reference that they were hearkening to from good ideas from another era. I think that really sums up Jethro Tull really nicely. I remember so clearly watching Bill Maher. Politically Incorrect. That's what it was. Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher. A show that was ironically later canceled for being politically incorrect. And Ian Anderson was a guest on Bill Maher's Politically Incorrect. And so there was a panel. There's Bill, the host, and like 4 guests. And one of the guests on the panel looks at Ian Anderson partway through the show and says, "I'm sorry, I'm not going to fake this anymore. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know who you are." And he says, "Oh, I was the front of a rock band, Jethro Tull, for a few decades. Perhaps you've heard of us. Some of our best songs were Aqualung, Locomotive Breath. Perhaps you've heard of Broadsword." And she is just looking at him like, I don't know. And then he says, "How about Kashmir, Stairway to Heaven, the Rain Song?" He starts like listing Led Zeppelin songs, and then she goes, "Oh yeah, I've heard of those." And Bill is just laughing his ass off and not explaining that he's trolling her on live television with his own unsuccess compared to Led Zeppelin. It was one of the funniest self-deprecating trolling of anyone I have ever seen, and it was just totally live and spontaneous in the moment. It was just, the man's a brilliant improviser. So stay tuned after the show this evening. We're going to have at 9:15 Paul and Amanda's show, Into the Unknown, is coming at you with a special about aliens. The Magical Mystery Hour, Episode 6. And, I'm personally very much looking forward to seeing what they have to say about aliens in particular. Now, UFOs have been very prevalent in the news lately, specifically in a rather, I would say, productive way. Because looking up into the night sky, we have a lot of stuff going on that even the military is like, our best surveillance doesn't know what that is. Not saying it's extraterrestrial, just saying perhaps we need to put more money and/or research into surveilling the night skies. That is a cause I unequivocally get behind. And if it is aliens, holy shit, that was a good use of money. Not rooting on that being the most likely, of course. It would just be the coolest if it were the case. So, here's a Beatles song. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. These feelings lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more. Hello, Miss Charity Swanson. Well, thank you, Angelica. I'm just curious, as a total aside, who was it? Who was it a few weeks ago that told me they had read this current science fiction series that I'm reading? Children of Time was the first book. Children of Ruin. I remember somebody specifically. Hello, Miss Lolita. I remember somebody specifically chiming in the chat that they had read Children of Ruin. I'm curious who that was. If that person is watching and listening, yeah, let me know. Okay, but I've just got to share with you something hysterical that I've seen since Paul and Amanda are talking about aliens. I'm going to talk about something almost as unlikely, just because I've been seeing LA types of posters for blockbuster movies, as are so common in our suburban streets here. There's this new movie called Cocaine Bear that's just come out. The moment that I saw the first inkling that there was a Hollywood-produced film about Cocaine Bear, and the bottom of the billboard says based on true events, my first thought is, I know this story, and I'm sure that it has been Hollywooded up in some Sharknado analog. But no, this actually happened, if what I recall is correct. I remember specifically, hello, Miss Joyax? I'm going to go with Joyax. Hi. Or perhaps she's French and it's Joyeux. Let us know. Okay, so in the 1980s, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, this really happened, and I'll cite my sources as the semi-informative but just kind of silly storytelling, entertaining sort of podcast called Today I Found Out. Oh, Katie's already chiming in. This happened really close to where I grew up. Okay. So, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee in the mid 80s, there was a guy who had turned from a narcotics officer to a drug smuggler. And apparently, he was in charge of importing a ton of the cocaine that was coming into the United States in the 80s, which, if you are in any way, shape, or form up on 80s culture, was a lot of cocaine. So, this guy, I don't know what happened, what went wrong, but he put his plane on autopilot. He jumped out with a parachute and the plane crashed. He did not survive this parachute jump. As I specifically recall, friends of his had said he was in the 101st Airborne once upon a time, and he had this personal reputation of pushing the envelope when skydiving. How late can I pull the ripcord? How close to the ground can I safely get before I pulled this thing? So on this particular occasion, when he's doing this drug run over the Chattahoochee, apparently he puts his plane on autopilot. He jumps out. He skydives unsuccessfully. He perhaps just didn't gauge how close the ground was because it was nighttime and totally dark. He got smeared in a terrible sort of way, as one can imagine. But even worse was the fate of a black bear whose body was found not too long after this. There were 40 bags of empty bags of cocaine around the corpse of a 175-pound black bear. Now, I'm sure in the movie they're going to glorify the hell out of this, that he goes on some like Jason, Freddy, Mike Myers style killing spree. As far as I'm aware, naturalists simply found this bear's body surrounded by 40 bags of ripped open, empty cocaine containers. So a necropsy was done. This is the word for autopsy that applies to non-Homo sapiens. And sure enough, approximately 40 empty bags worth of cocaine were found in this poor bear's stomach. What this bear must have been like, only Hollywood could imagine in those last 45 minutes or so of this poor creature's life. But in any case, I am, let's say, morbidly curious to see this movie that will be coming out soon, or is maybe already out, Cocaine Bear. No, the bit Craig Jackman wants to know, was he unbearable? The bit that I remember quite specifically is that the bear's body was taxidermied, and then it ended up traveling from a couple of like local small time museums way over to Las Vegas, and then ended up in like Kentucky, I think, and it's just been called, as the body travels, it's been called Pablo Escobar, which I want to say sometimes fact is stranger than fiction. However, now we have a Hollywood movie to improve upon what merely happened as fact. So, greetings and salutations, Nathan Rita. Let's do a total non sequitur. And from approximately the same era as Cocaine Bear, this is a Poison song from 1988. We both lie silent still in the dead of the night. Although we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said, something I did? Did my words not come out right? Though I tried not to hurt you, though I tried, well, I guess that's why we say every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Listen to a favorite song playing on the radio. Hear the DJ say he loves a game of easy come and easy go. But I wonder, does he know? Has he ever felt like this? And I know that you'd be here right now if I could've let you know somehow. I guess every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Though it's been a while now, I can still feel so much pain, like the knife that hurts you, the wound heals, but the scar, that scar will remain. I know I could have saved our love that night if I known what to say. Instead of making love, we both made our separate ways. And I wonder, now here you found somebody new, that I never meant that much to you. To hear that tears me up inside, and to see you cuts me like a knife. I guess every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn. All right. Thank you for the reminder from the Vaudacity network of the... Oh, hello, Serona Farron. Hey, Zach White. How you doing, man? Yeah, so thank you very much, folks, for the throw-ins to the virtual tip jar from last week. Last week's supporters of LoveCast 136 were Ed and Susie Marsh. Wave to Susie. Glad to see y'all. Miss Charity Swanson, Roy Albiani, my cousin, Susan Kuhn, who went to a Poison concert in 1989, and Tesla was opening. Yeah, I saw that on the fly. My mom took me and two friends. That's adorable. Miss Emily Thatcher, who I think is working tonight and going to be watching the replay, and one anonymous donor. So thank you all very much for keeping the lights on here. Hello, Miss Nicole Pierce. And another reminder to tune back into the Vaudacity network here in a little while after the LoveCast concludes for Amanda and Paul's episode 6 of dashing into the unknown in the territory of aliens. All right. Oh, lovely. Joax, many people comes to my stream and do singing. I'm curious to see what your stream is, madam. Well, lovely. Joseph Fields, Texas. Well, hello, Joseph. Nice to see you. All right, here's a Neil Young song. There's a town in North Ontario, dream, comfort, memory to spare. And in my mind, I still need a place to go. All my changes were there. Blue, blue windows behind the stars. Yellow moon on the rise. Big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes. Leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Chains I locked, tied across the door. Baby, can you sing with me so? Blue, blue windows behind the stars. Yellow moon on the rise. Big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes. eagles, helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you hear me now? The chains are locked and tied across the door. Baby, can you sing with me somehow? Oh, man. You know, Mike and Nicole, that, if you're all both listening, that'd be a really neat one for us to do together someday. Yeah. Ah, thank you, Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I put it in a completely different key, so that definitely helps it along the way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to being on a boat together, Nicole. Yeah, is Benjamin coming on this one? I'm like, I mean, I saw he's just old enough to get his first fat lip. Oh God, that must have been tragic. I'm sorry. She's very cool and casual about like, yeah, that's the case. Benji got his first fat lip. Okay, Benji and my mom. All right, good. So you're gonna have some help. That's lovely. Good. Yeah. Maybe we should do that. You, me, and Mike. We should do a cover of that particular Neil Young song. I remember Mike doing Neil Young exceptionally well. That'd be really cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. All right, just going to play a couple more for you all here. And then we will leave you for Into the Unknown. I want this guitar. Oh, good. All right. See, I'm reacting to Nicole in the chat saying Mike just yelled out loud, "Hunter, yeah, I'm down. Hunter." All right, cool. So yeah, let's do that for the cruise. It's a 3-chord song. I'm sure we agree on the key ahead of time, and everything else will fall into place. Cheers, Karen. No. I'm gonna pull a Wendy Walker and change my mind at the last second before the first strum of the first chord. And let's go to this one. And yeah, I feel like that right now. Okay. From the same year as Cocaine Bear, the Breakfast Club soundtrack, 1985. This is Simple Minds. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, oh, oh. Won't you come see by me? I'll be alone, dancing, no baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside. Now you know love's strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Look my way and never love me. Rain keeps falling down, 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 down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, 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 down. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, 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 oh. Don't you try to tell it's my beginning will win in the end. I won't harm you or touch you to this vanity, insecurity. No, no, don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, no, baby, going to tear you apart. I'll put us back together in heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As you walk on by, will you call my name? Oh, as you walk on by, I say la, 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 la. La 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 la. Oh dear, Melissa Catano tried to get Depeche Mode tickets today. Top of arena is $335. Yeah, in fairness, that's probably because it's in Australian dollars, and, you know, the money doesn't translate so well. No, that's total bullshit. That's just Ticketmaster. Oh, Serona, I'm probably the only one who thinks of the 12 Monkeys TV series with that song. Yeah, I imagine most people think of the Breakfast Club with that song. Oh, Karen Oliver got Springsteen tickets today. Cool. Christy Davila's best friend taking her to see Duran Duran 2 days after her birthday. Lovely. Thank you, Charity. I will never forget you either. Diana Nicole going to see the B-52s in May with her parents. That's awesome. Yeah, The Breakfast Club. It's a great film. Man, that's a great film. Okay. I'm gonna do one more. One more. Oh, Charity bought Luke Bryan tickets this week. Hashtag Utah Life. That's, um, yeah, man. I remember once upon a time a band had a representative of the label come and say he was going to hook us up to open for Luke Bryan. That's why I know that name. That is literally the only reason that I know that name. And, well, like so much else, it didn't work out. Like all true love, it withered on the vine. Mm-hmm. So, one more song. Yeah, Christy Davila. Christy says we shared Breakfast Club with our older son a little early. We will probably wait a few more years before we share it with A. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think the Breakfast Club is going to be one of those that for I suspect for teenagers, like like early teenagers, it is really going to resonate. It is going to be like when I first really appreciated Romeo and Juliet. I was 15, and so many of those characters in Romeo and Juliet are about 15, and like I got it. I mean, I viscerally got it. Like I understood. This is the point. Somebody just killed my cousin. This is the point that you pick up a rapier and you deal with it yourself. And yeah, when I was a teenager, when I was 15, I was cast in a production at my high school. And that was the first time an adult put an actual sword in my hand and said, now this is what you do with this. And yeah, I really think the Breakfast Club is going to similarly translate. If you play it for younger than teenagers, they're not going to relate to the themes. A lot of people are going to get lost on the why don't any of these folks have cell phones sort of thing, or why is the goth chick dressed like that? What is even a goth chick? But teenagers are always going to get that movie. All right, here's one more song before I turn it over to Paul and Amanda from 1973. It's Bob Seger. Lonesome highway east of Omaha, listen to the engine moaning out its one-note song. You think about the woman, the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do, and you don't feel much like riding. You wish the trip was through. See, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go playing the Stargate. There I go to be. Will you walk into this restaurant, strung out from the road? You can feel the eyes upon you as you shaking on the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Yeah, most times you can't hear them talk, but other times you can. On those same old cliches, is that a woman or a man? And you always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make a stay. So here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go playing the Stargate. There I go to breathe. Ooh, out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy you try and give away as the sweat pours down your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening as you lie awake in bed, the echoes from the amplifiers ringing in your head. You smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go playing the Stargate. There I go to be. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go playing the Stargate. There I go down the page. There I go down the page. There I go. All right, thank you very much for joining us for 137 this evening. Yeah, that's a pretty amazing song. I'm going to be playing tomorrow night. I'm going to be joining my friend Sonia Kazarova in Malibu, or perhaps it's the Pacific Palisades. It's somewhere in one of those rich people sections of Pacific Coast Highway. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be singing some backup vocals for a couple of songs, doing a duet with Miss Sonia. Come out and join us if if you're so inclined to come out to the Los Angeles northwest of Malibu. All right. Thank you all very much for joining us. I love you all. Tune back in a few minutes for the Magical Mystery Hour, Episode 6. I love you all.